Yo, what's good? So, just wrapped up a shoot. My feet are hurting. I just wanted to talk about something, man. Somebody asked me, I ran into a fellow creator and shooter out there on the streets, man, and he asked me a question I never really thought about. He asked the question, how do you do that? How do you get that close, man? Like, cause and he knew exactly what alley, and he knows exactly where I shoot when I call it the Lion's Den. Skid Row, the junk, the attic infested, human feces and urine infested. He knows exactly where I like to hang out. And he said, man, yo, I don't say this to very many people, man, but man, I admire your work. I am envious and I am kind of caught off guard at how you get down there and you get in it. I'm at home there. Like I've told you guys before, so many times before, I look for that stank. I look for that grunge. I look for the needles. I look for the smell of alcohol and beer and weed smoke. And that's where I thrive. And I go down there purposely looking raggedy, right? And it's not on purpose. Sometimes that's just how I dress. And I try to do that on occasions to fit in, to kind of slip and slide my way in and out without being too abrasive to the scene. And I talked to him. I said, bro, like sometimes you just gotta go down there and not even pick your camera up. You may have it slung across your chest. For me, I have it wrapped, double wrapped, triple wrapped, quadruple wrapped, and boom, I'm here with it. And I'm just holding a conversation with somebody. And I got it at F8, got a 35, my new weapon of choice down there because the scene is pretty tight. And if I see something, I'm just snapping as I'm talking to the person I'm talking with. And with as quiet as this M11 is, even the mechanical shutter doesn't make too much of an intrusive noise. And I think that's so key, man. But there are sometimes, the first couple of times I went down there, I did not pick my camera up to even take a shot. I just walked with it slung across my shoulder, and I'm just nodding and what's upping and fist bumping and elbow bumping folks, man, for hygiene's sake. And I just talked to them, yo, what is this? How'd you guys get here? Why the cops coming down here? And is the homeless shelter, is it full? Da, 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 da. And then on my way out, I still don't raise my camera and I just keep it moving. I'm what's upping people and I'm slipping and sliding in and out and I'm gone. Later on that day, I'll come back. I'll shoot from the outskirts. And then the next day I may go in and I may shoot. And I may talk to some people I may shoot. I may ask them what their name is and I may shoot. But there's just ways you can slip and slide in and out of this thing and without being intrusive. And the guy that I was speaking with, he's a white guy. And I said, for you, and he likes to shoot. Every time I see him, he has a big telephoto. And I'm like, yo, you can't go down there with that, bro. Like, either you gonna be missing or that camera gonna be missing. Cause you gonna have to shoot from a distance. And the further away you are from them, I feel like they will feel more offended. And you look like you doing some slippery, slimy shit. So you gotta get in there, man. But I know I go in places other creators and people do not want to go. They tiptoe around this area. They see it and they kind of drop their head. They keep on going. I see it. I pick my chin up. I'm like, ooh, hell yeah, let's go. And I'm right on over there. But I think the key is to not have them guarded. Now, trust me, there are a couple instances where I've been down in there and somebody gonna ask me, you know, what you do, why you do it, are you a freelancer? And I'm like, yeah, I just do this for me as a hobby, for fun, creative, and to show the people the streets. And so and then they ask me with a little snot in their nose, so you just cool with just coming down here invading our privacy? And I nodded, I took a second, and I said, you know what? I never thought I was invading somebody's privacy on a public street. And at that moment, you know, they kind of just dropped their head and didn't want to talk to me no more because I stopped them in their tracks of trying to make it feel like I'm doing something against the law. in the public. This is a public street, so technically you're not even supposed to be here, but you're questioning my being here with the camera. Make that make sense? So there's ways to casually be an asshole, and that's what I did. And it ended that conversation. She no longer had any more questions of me, and I moseyed on about my business, and it is what it is. You know what I mean? So, but the crazy thing about that instance is, and I was sitting here thinking as I walked through the crib today, like, as much as that one person tried to question why I'm here, there are some people down there who like what I'm doing. They enjoy what I'm doing. Like, bro, shoot this. Bro, this is this. Bro, like, da-da-da-da-da-da-da, the cops. And they give me the whole history and the rundown of how the cops interact and how the city's been interacting, what the city is doing, what the city ain't doing, how the shelter is. One guy was like, I'm a grown-ass man. I sleep out here in the alley because they try to give me a curfew when I go in the building. If I sleep out here in the alley, I ain't got no curfew, but I know what time breakfast, lunch, and dinner is. Boom. So some people are down there because they want that security of having the shelter in very close proximity. But without babbling on too much, man, I'm gonna include some of my best shots from down in that area. Trust me, some of them may be a little bit graphic, but at the end of the day, they're real. They're real situations. None of this stuff is posed. And enjoy. I'm not going to go too much further. Enjoy the images. Please give me some feedback. Until the next time, please subscribe, like, all that other corny YouTube shit. But I talk to y'all later, man. Peace.